Now, shall we do another watercolor? Normally, when I work, I really don't do a lot of drawing and that kind of thing. I love landscapes, and they're usually somewhat abstracted. So I'm going to try to do a landscape now that is somewhat abstracted. First thing I'm going to do, though, is make my paper like I normally do, and I'm going to come up here to this cold press watercolor paper that I've used before, and I'm going to reduce the scale to about 50%. Just because I was looking at it and I thought it looked a little big for the paintings that I was doing. There, 50% made it perfect. Okay, so then I'm going to come over here and do my reset paper default. Nope, that was not right. Oh, God, I'm terrible. All right, so we'll go back to 50% and we do our paper overlay big. And commit, cancel. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, and I need to get rid of the watercolor layer. I don't know how that happened. Oh, because I have a watercolor brush and I clicked on the thing. Alrighty, so now we should be set. See, these are the typical things that happen to everybody. All right, so it does look a lot better like that. I'm going to reduce the opacity a little bit more to about 50%. And I don't know why I want it to be exactly 50, but I do. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better, and we will lock it. And then we can put a watercolor layer in between that I can start working on. All right, so I'm going to try and make just a sort of a wash over the whole area, something pretty light. And I'm going to try the grainy wash, pretty wash, and see if that gives me what I want. And I'm going to start with a pale blue-gray, very pale. Let's see what this does. So if I come across this like this, and I'm not going to worry about everything there, and I'll let it go. That's exactly what I wanted, something real pale and light. And now I want to add a little darkness to it. I'll just put like one line through here. That gives me a little bit darker look there. I'm beginning to get some idea of landscape lines going there. Let's give it a little color, like maybe a little bit on the ochre side. And at this point, I'm going to change the size. And we'll just drop that one in right there. Let it kind of go over like that. Yeah, that's kind of it. And let's take it a little brighter yellow. No, not yellow. Let's go more of a brown color. But how do I get brown if I want it to be light brown? I ask the question. So over this way would be more of a light brown. Let's go up this way and that way, kind of like that. Let's put that in. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's what I want. And I think that's probably enough for the beginning here. All right, so now what am I going to do? Well, the next thing I'm going to do is get another brush. What kind do I want? Do I want water? I can't remember, but what I am going to do is add another watercolor layer for it. And I'm thinking fall, right? So let's see what this does if I kind of put this sort of look in. That's a little brighter than I was thinking about. And I want to do pause diffusion because I kind of want to mix some of these colors. So let's take that down to a duller color. And I'm going to make the brush bigger. And then we're going to go to more of an orangey yellow, and let's make that a little brighter. I don't know if this is what I want to have happen or not. Now let's put in a little bit of darkness in here. Kind of a dark green is fine. And let's put a little down here, which would be the base, I guess. All right, let's see what that does. It's not bad. It's not exactly what I wanted. So what do I want? It's the brush. I want to change that brush, so we will get rid of that. And let's see what we can find. Grainy, runny, flat, basic watercolor. It's probably this stuff down here. Let's see this controlled mount. And we'll go back to our orangey color. I can't remember if this one, yeah, this is what I want, I believe. Now, what I'm going to do, actually, I want the wet controlled mount or the runny, grainy spring. So let me just check something here. That's what I want. Okay, so I've got this orange here, and I'm going to go over to this side and get a lighter yellow. Okay, now I'm going to go to the watercolor brush, and notice that the wind force is 270 degrees. That means it's going down. I'm going to change this to make it go up, which should give me some like tree limbs going up. Let's see, I didn't want it to go that far down, but let's see how this looks first. Yeah, see, that gives me a little bit more look of trees, but let's get this cleaner. I want to make this darker, and I want to make this one darker, but a little on the gray side. And let's just do one up here. Stop. Okay. Let's see now. Oh, up. Yeah, that's what I like, but it needs to be darker yet. So we're going to add some dark in there. We're going to go to this darker red color, and we'll go to some browner color. Still, let's make it really dark. And let's see how it looks on top. It's kind of going there. I think what I need to do is reduce the size of the brush now to about 6 so I get a smaller kind of look. And I'm going to start with heavy, which will give me some dark, and then we'll go with the lighter. I didn't want to go down there. Let's take that one back. It's hard to control these brushes, and I don't want to control them perfectly. I'd like to, don't like that. I'd like to let the brushes kind of dictate some of what's going on. Now let's see how that looks. Odd how it went over here. That's much better. I like that. Okay, now I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get another watercolor layer and work on it. We're going to do the same thing. This time I'm really going to go kind of dark. Let's go to this olive green color. Make it kind of dark. And then for its companion, we'll go to a dark turquoisey blue, like that. Okay, now I'm going to do something up like that. Just bring that across like that. And we'll put a little more right in here. Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to hold down my shift key and try to get a straight line going across here. And it went down, so let's try going straight across. There we go. I let up the key right at the end so that this would bloom up a bit. Okay, now I'm going to add another watercolor layer, and I'm going to put it at the bottom because I'm going to add some really dark stuff now over the whole area. Make that really dark, and we'll make this one really dark. And so I'm going to, again, hold the shift key down and go straight across. Do I like that? Actually, I do, kind of. That's a sort of an interesting ground there. Huh. Now let's go to very dark gray. A blue gray and a green gray. Let's add another watercolor layer. And let's go back up to about 30, around 35 smut. And I want to do this. And I'm going to do another one right over here. And I'm liking this look. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in this same area, and I'm going to switch to the Pickup Stencil 6 and take it up to white. Yeah. And then, move, cat, move. No, I know. But you get down. You cannot be up here now. Sorry, everybody. Down. Okay, good boy. Get on, get off. Well, it's too bad. Y'all just be nice to each other. All right, so this is big, and 15 minutes. I want to stop. I'll tell you what, I'll stop here and we'll come back and do the next part in the next section. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.